Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'ma talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you had a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you. Yes. Can y'all hear me now? That should be it. And we should be in business. Let me just double check and make sure that what I'm saying is what's playing. That yo. I'm saying is what's playing. That yo. There we go. All right. Yo. There we go. All Is we good? Is we finished or is we done? There's an echo. The echo should be gone now. But let me just make sure. Let me make sure that the echo is gone because I just turned that off. Let's see if it's still going. Is the echo still there? Yes, no, maybe so. It's good, right? Yep, it's good. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right. I just wanted to make sure it's tight, God damn it. Yes, shouldn't be having no audio difficulties. Okay, so I know y'all like, where the fuck have I been? And hey man, shit is happening. Life is happening. But I'm making it and I'm still here. I'm glad to be here on tonight. Let me get the chat up on the screen. Let me see here. Where is my YouTube chat? Cause I'll be glad when this thing updates and allows me to put this chat on the screen a little bit easier, because I have tried to do it on several occasions and it just will not work. No, no, it won't work. All right, there we go. That should be it. Yes, for the YouTube. We should see it up there now. Nope, it ain't do it. So I gotta go do it again. Let's try it now. See if it does it this time. This shit is so weird the way that it is. It's like this little thing. I gotta keep doing this thing every single time. I gotta go to change. Then it bring up another page and I gotta sign in. Then it'll usually bring it up. Usually does it the first time, but it just didn't this time. So hit OK and should it come up? There we go. Bing bong. All right. So let me close that window, and I need to close out that window too. And other than that, everything should be good to go, baby. Yes, it should be, and it is. All right. All right. So I'm glad to be here on tonight. I got a good show for you guys. And let me take this out my ear. And essentially what, if you haven't seen this video, which some of you have, some of you haven't, the question came up, and I know that this is to my pro-black people that's out there, all my the Hotep guys, everybody else that's out there. Hold on. All my Hotep guys, the question has always come up, and for those of you who've been pro-blacks for a while, can black folks, or are black folks racist? And I've even back in my early pro-black days, I've even had a teacher, an actual professor at my community college that I attended for a short while. Shout out to Oliver Harvey. They actually said that black folks can't be racist. And back then I was young and impressionable, and for the most part, I believed the shit. It made sense to me because all I knew about was the slavery that happened to us, and they had the whips cracking on us. They brought us over here when we didn't ask to be brought over here. We was on the beach beating our drums, and this evil white man came and picked us all up and captured us, made us change our names to Toby, and we've been over here ever since. Yes, I was thought that hey, had it not been for Chicken George, we would just be in even worse situations than what we are now. And thank God for cats like Chicken George, who have just helped us in life and shown us the way and how things could be. Had it not, and not right, and Aunt Kizzy, had we not had them, we wouldn't even be here. That's what I was taught. That's what I believe. And that's how I was race hustled. And that's just what it was. So with that being said, I believe that black folks could not be racist. Now, as I got older, got wiser, I got exposed to, you know, YouTube and YouTubers alike, and one specific YouTuber, Tommy Sotomayor, y'all know him, and I really had my eyes open. And as I learned, and as I grew, and as I began to think for myself and question things, I realized that it was a bunch of bullshit. That's pretty much what it came down to. And it's like the whole idea and concept of race hustling, it's ever present in our lives today, or prevalent, should I say, in our lives today. And I really am just appalled at the fact that there's so many of us still in the same place that I was in back in the early 90s. And it's like this was one of those prime examples, because I'm telling you like this ain't the first time I've witnessed something like this. Black folks being racist. In all truth be told, niggas is racist all the time. And niggas, when you had that old uncle that couldn't stand white folks just because they was white, that let you know that it's possible that, hey, why niggas can be racist. And it's just over time, there's certain things that we have held privilege over that we can do that white folks can't do, strictly because we're white, because they're white. And if you can say, well, I can do this because I'm black and you can't because you white, that's racism. The very definition of racism is to have a system in place that specifically discriminates against someone else solely based off of the color of their skin. Yep, there you go. Now, when you talk about, yes, Brandon said I'm using some white boy tactics today. Yes, I am. I have fully zipped up my coon suit. Captain Coon is to the rescue. And yes, I know that this is gonna be one of those shows. I get it. I hate mine. Let me go ahead and get it out the way so everybody already know. Yes, I hate myself. Yes, I'm a bootlicker. Yes, I'm a coon. Yes, somebody help me. I can't even remember all of the names that they call you, but you can definitely say it now. Let's get it out the way. I'm stepping and fetching. Whatever else you want to call it. I'm in full blackface. Uncle Tom, even though I don't know why niggas still say that, but they said, yes, I'm Uncle Tom. Fill in the blank. Go ahead. Hey, yes, I'm soft shoeing. I'm tap dancing. Yes, indeed. Coattail, don't argue with the wind. Yes, I'm is. That's what I'm doing. I'm an agent for the machine. Yes, I'm a tool for white supremacy. All that you want to say. Yes, I am. And yes, my mama is black. In spite of all that, I know she's disappointed right now. I know it. I'm shucking and jiving. Yes, I'm shuffling. This is my version of Hollywood Shuffle, because it ain't no work at the post office. There it is. My mail be late anyway. If I was in Chicago, it was late. They'd be on time here in Texas, I must admit. But be that as it may, it is what it is. And the thing is, and the question is, well, black folks can't be racist. It's always a reason why black folks do something. And the reason is that it ain't no reason in this case. It's just one of those things to where, hey, niggas are racist. And just like there are black people that don't like white people, there are white people that just don't like black people. And I'm telling you like this. We need to get to a place as black folks, for our own sake, to our advantage. We need to get to a place to where skin color, whether it's you white or is you black or is it racist or if it ain't racist, it needs to not affect us and or our decisions or our views and the decisions and choices that we make. Whether it's political, personal, whatever the case, professional, whatever the case may be. Them 3 P's, right? Political, professional, personal. Shouldn't matter. Because always remember this. We are the minority in this country. And if you look at other minorities in this country, they tend to shut their mouths and keep their mind on their money and their money on their mind so that they can take care of their family and help their people. Any other group that is a minority that is not doing that, they really usually tend to not do well for themselves. Hence, black folks. There's so much that we have missed out on, and we are so economically regressed because we are still biting on the racism hook, line, and sinker every time, all the time. And I don't know why that is. But I'm going to get down to it, and we're going to get down to it together. But first, we are going to do this while I go close this door. And bam.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
And I'm back. All right, so for those of you who may not know, there was a man that was killed. He was murdered. And the reason why he was murdered is because he was white. He was literally installing a mailbox, minding his own damn white business. He was minding his own damn white business, and he got killed simply because he was white. Some niggas who had a hankering for some killing, riding around and they was getting it, just decided to say, yep, we gonna kill us a white person today. Now, for those of you who may have the disbelief in black on black crime don't exist and all that, and black on black crime is a disproportionate lie that's being told, well, that's a bunch of bullshit too, and I got stats to prove that, and we can talk about that. But nevertheless, this dude was literally just doing his own thing, living his life like it was golden, and just so happened to have a black girlfriend. Go figure. But he got murdered because some niggas wanted to kill a white person. Don't believe me? Just watch. Matter of fact, don't believe me and just listen, because I'm going to read first. So hold on. Yes, eyes can read. I shows can. I knows I ain't supposed to be able to read, but eyes reads anyways, in spite of what Massa and them say about me reading. Because I's a smart Negro. Yes, I's kind, I's smart, and I's beautiful. Yes. All right, here we go. Kenner police testified to potential racial component in killing of handyman Lawrence Herr. Yes, he was just a handyman. White boy with a hammer, I guess. That makes him handy. Here we go. Kenner police on Tuesday, May 9th, revealed new details and a possible racial component in last month's fatal shooting of Meta handyman. I don't know what that word is. Meta Erie handyman Lawrence Herr. I guess that's what that means. I don't know. Somebody help me. But who was killed while working outside a Kenner house. Police said one of those two suspects had admitted to his role in the crime, explaining, this is words out of the nigga's mouth, explaining they just wanted to go out and kill a white guy. Alrighty, that's the end of the show. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody coming out for tonight. I've proven my point, and you can now go home, as Russell Simmons would say. God bless you. Thanks for coming out. See you next week. There it is. Alright, I'm just kidding. But that's That's literally what he said. Taj Matthews, 23, and Maurice Holmes, 25. So these ain't no teenagers. These ain't no, oh, they was just kids doing something stupid. These just little kids, they just doing stupid stuff. I'm so tired of niggas making excuses for people that are young adults, saying that they kids. Even when niggas talking about this Ja Morant shit. And let me just say that for just 1 second. Let me stop and park the car on that 1 second. Pull over. I ain't gonna park. I'm gonna pull over. I really, honest and truly, don't give a shit about what happens with Ja Morant, because even though what he did, it wasn't a big deal, but it's a big deal compared to with the job that he has. His NBA contract and the NBA rules and all that shit, you supposed to be having an image and all of that shit. It's like, dude, you knew what it was and you wanted to do what you wanted to do, and I'm personally fine with it. And if you dumb enough to where you fuck up your contract or whatever, I think it's his right to do it. He want to fuck up his money, fuck with his money, take the money and run. What if he retire in a year? I don't really give a shit. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey man, you know what it is. Go ahead and take the motherfucking penalty for it. It's just like it. Just like when you had, what was the dude that drove the Corvette and he killed somebody or whatever. It's like, we gonna do, not just we, niggas gonna do dumb shit. White folks gonna do dumb shit. People do dumb shit. And the fact that he did it a few months ago and they told him about it and he did it again, that ain't got shit to do with him being young. That ain't got shit to do with him, oh man, he just don't get it. He's still growing. He's still learning. No. He honest and truly feels like, nigga, I'm in the NBA. I'm king shit. I'm Ja Morant, motherfucker. Y'all can't get rid of me. Y'all can't cancel me. Like in the Temptations movie when Eddie Kendricks, goddamn, what's the nigga name? The lead singer, David Ruffin, when he was like, I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. He was literally like, man, y'all niggas can't leave me. I'm David Ruffin. Y'all the Temptations. And that's his mentality. And he did what the fuck he wanted to do. And the fact that, hey, he might lose some money. He might sit out a few games. Whatever the case may be, he obviously doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit. Because it's not like he's peer pressured and he didn't know what he was doing, man, and his boy fucked him up. No, nigga, you knew what you was doing. You was riding around, you was getting it, having a funky good time, and hey, you pulled out the pistol. I get it. That's what you want to do, and I think you have every right to do it. I don't know why people are so caught up and so wrapped up in this and just like, man, this is crazy. This dude crazy. This dude, no, this is a nigga doing what niggas do. Period. Some niggas learn, some niggas don't. He's doing what the fuck he wants to do. Why are we so fucking opposed to that? I don't know. If this nigga want to ride around with a fucking RPG on his shoulder and rap songs, Tupac, whoever the fuck he want to, let the man do it. And if he gets in trouble at his job, let his job deal with him accordingly. Let his job deal with him. If they suspend him, fine. They fire him, fine. I don't give a fuck about rich nigga problems. I just don't. This is a rich nigga issue. This ain't got nothing. He ain't. If they kicked him out the league today, he's still a rich nigga and ain't got no. He might have 99 problems, but money and living ain't one. Let this nigga have his life. Let this nigga do what the fuck he want to do. And if he want to argue back and forth with his job, fine. He ain't committing no crime. So, hey, let him do what he want to do. We shouldn't even be. I don't understand why it's been so much shit about it. It's like they told him once. I get it the first time. They told him about it. Hey, man, we ain't never seen you do no shit like this. You can't be doing shit like, all right, get it. All right, fine, cool, stop. All right, hopefully he learned his lesson. He came right back. Less than 6 months later, did the same motherfucking shit. He let you know, fuck y'all, fuck the NBA, fuck whoever the fuck, I'm going to do what I want to do. Let him do it. This is America, Jack. Let him do what the fuck he wants to do. We shouldn't be so shocked and so appalled at this. Maybe he don't want to be a role model. Maybe he don't really give a fuck about his job. Maybe he really don't give a fuck about basketball like that because he has gotten his bag. And he could be all good. It is what it is. The choice was made time and time again. We all have choices to make. He made his. Let him live with the consequences. If they don't suspend him, hey man, there you go. Maybe they'll come up with a new clause to where you can do that shit. NBA don't care about their image, or if the NBA do care about their image, let them deal with it. But he should be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. And it shouldn't be no big ass motherfucking viral shit going on because of it. It's plenty of people that have done worse. Like, why we ain't talking about Brett Favre stealing this motherfucking public aid money? Brett Favre done committed fraud against the federal government. He's literally stolen and conspired to steal federal funds. And ain't nobody saying shit about it. Why we worried about Ja Morant? I think what Ja Morant has done is what he did, stupid or not. I think that what Brett Favre has done is affecting way more people than what the fuck Ja has done. So, hey, it is what it is. But go ahead, let me keep moving. Here we go. Wanted to kill a white guy. Taj Matthews and Maurice Holmes, age 25, have been booked with first-degree murder in connection with the slaying of Herr, the 66-year-old handyman, also known as Peanut. Now, when I first heard this, I said, how did this white boy get a ghetto-ass name like this? Because the only motherfuckers I've ever known to be nicknamed Peanut, and shout out to my nigga Peanut off Normal, is niggas. I ain't never heard of a white boy named Peanut. Never heard of a Hispanic dude, Mexican dude named Peanut. Matter of fact, what is peanut in Spanish? Hey Siri, what is peanut in Spanish? I don't know. Hey Siri, what is peanut in Spanish? See if this bitch goes.
Results in Spanish for peanut.
Chachute? Cacahute? I don't know. And then the other one is miniature. Yeah, that's the small. I'm talking about the actual word peanut. Yeah, let's see if she'll say it. Cacahuete. 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 But I'm just saying, I ain't never heard nobody called that. So that's definitely a nigga nickname, but it turns out the man really likes peanut butter. Fine. I get it. We call a nigga peanut because he's probably little as a baby and looked like a little peanut. That's what people call. Or he had a head that was big, the size or the shape of a peanut, with why they call a little nigga peanut. That's what we do. But he likes peanut butter, actually. Here we go. But point being is that Peanut was gunned down on April 10th, seemingly without warning, while repairing a mailbox on Kenner's Georgetown Place. We have not found any relation between the victim and the suspects, Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley said Tuesday, May 9th. In fact, the victim's back was to the suspects when the shots were fired. Yes, they shot the white man in the back. They shot the white man in the back. Now, here's my thing. Had this been a nigga, niggas would be losing their mind. The George Floyd riots would be commencing if some white boys was riding around in a truck and said, hey, we just want to shoot us a nigga today. Am I lying? Stop me if I'm lying. Is that not what these motherfuckers would do? We just want to shoot us a nigga today. So white boys decided to do that, motherfuckers will lose their mind. Just saying. I'm just saying. But the fact of the matter is they were able to do this, and it's pretty much just, well, we might try to see if we can get a hate crime on it. We'll try to see, and I get that from the law enforcement side of things, but I believe that from a political side, the people side, they should be outraged. And I'm just saying, it's even hard for white folks to even be mad at this shit. Because what? They gonna get demonized for being mad at the fact that a white man was killed just because he was white. Just because he was white. That's what would happen. But at a preliminary hearing Tuesday in Jefferson Parish Magistrate Court, Kenner Police Detective Nicholas Engler testified that Matthews and Holmes were captured on surveillance video taken at a Clemson Drive apartment complex just 2 hours before the killing. In the video, the detective testified Holmes can be seen passing a weapon to Matthews. The detective also testified that a box of 9mm bullets were found on the floor of the car used in the deadly drive-by shooting. The detective also testified that Matthews confessed to hiding a 9mm pistol in his attic. Meanwhile, Holmes, who served 6 years in a Texas prison for domestic violence, has denied wrongdoing. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So Holmes gave this nigga the gun. Like, give me the ooh-wop, nigga. Gave him the gun. And then he said, I ain't did nothing wrong. He pulled the trigger. Man, please. Both defendants worked at a nearby IHOP restaurant. The detective said Matthews went to work that morning to present a doctor's note saying he was sick. He was allowed to leave 2 hours before Herr was killed. So let me get this straight. This nigga got a doctor's note, took it to work to tell the people at his job he couldn't work today, and spent the day riding around in a car with a nigga so he can go kill him a white boy. Do y'all see how fucking stupid this is? Do you see how just a fucking just total disregard for life these two niggas got? I'ma get off work today with a note, with a doctor's note, probably for some COVID shit or some bullshit like that, and gonna say, yeah, I ain't coming to work today. Here's my doctor's note saying I'm sick, and now I'm gonna just, hang out with my nigga Maurice, and we gonna kill a nigga. A white boy at that. Magistrate Commissioner Paul Snyder denied bond for both suspects who remain jailed in the Jefferson Parish Correctional Center. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on, man. This is like, it's one thing to just hear about this. It's a whole nother thing to hear how and why this happened. This shit just hit different.
A maintenance worker in Kenner may have been racially motivated. That is according to a detective who testified at a hearing today.
Yeah, Lawrence Herr was killed while installing a mailbox for a rental home that he maintains. And Erica Ferrando's been following the story for us. She's joining us live from the Kenner Police Department with new information. Erica?
Katie Therese, it's almost been 1 month now since Lawrence Herr was shot and killed while working maintenance outside of a home in Kenner. Now, the suspects were found this same day, and I just spoke with Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley to learn a little more about the possible motive. Kenner Police Chief Keith Conley says it's possible the suspects accused of fatally shooting 66-year-old Lawrence Herr while he was installing a mailbox could face hate crime charges in addition to the first-degree murder charges. Tuesday, the lead detective shared more details on the possible motive at a probable cause hearing.
Through some of the confession of Taj Matthews, who admitted to taking part in the homicide, that they did want to commit a murder that day, and specifically they've ruled out Hispanics, and they said it was going to be a white person. Within a couple blocks of their residence, or their starting point, they did find Mr. Herr out working on a mailbox, doing what he does, and shot him in the back.
Police say Herr was working maintenance at a home on Georgetown Drive when 23-year-old Taj Matthews and 25-year-old Maurice Holmes drove by in this silver Mercedes and shot Herr in the driveway. 3 hours later, detectives found the Mercedes, then arrested Matthews and Holmes on a charge of first-degree murder. We spoke with Herr's girlfriend over the phone after the hearing.
They took my friend away from my best friend, my everything. You know, and for them to say they just felt like killing a white person, I mean, that's so wrong, you know. And I want justice for Peanut. I want justice for him. I want them to, you know, lock them up and throw away the key. That's what I want.
The defense attorneys questioned.
I'm sorry, but why she have to call the man Peanut? I want justice for Peanut, what they did, and I get it. But it's like, goddamn. I want justice for Peanut. They did what they did. They shouldn't have did what they did, and I want justice. I get it, but goddamn. Hey, I ain't gonna even get on her blonde wig because it actually looks presentable. There's far worse she could have done. Yes, she does have a hair hat on, Brandon, but I ain't gonna even ride it because it looked presentable. She has on a wig. I'm all good with that. Whatever the fuck she got going on up under there, I ain't tripping. It ain't my business. But the wig, blonde and all, looked presentable. I can't be mad.
The clarity of the surveillance video, the timeline, and the level of planning that goes into a first-degree murder charge. But Tuesday, the court found probable cause to hold the defendants as charged with first-degree murder.
If it does render a verdict of a first-degree murder, I would be advocating for the death penalty.
And again, the suspects are being held without bond. Now, the defense attorneys are still trying to have the bond lowered. When asked for a statement after the hearing, they said they had no comment.
There it is. There it is. So I'm just saying, you heard what they said. At first, they was like, we're going to kill us a Mexican. We're going to go out, get us a wetback. We're going to go out, get us a spick. And then they said, nah, fuck that. Let's get us a white boy. Yeah, white boy. More points. He said Chief Keef, right. It's like, dude. Flat out, that's what they said and that's what they did. And ain't shit else to say about it. They just like, fuck it. Just said fuck it.
WWL-TV's Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
A court hearing today revealed why two men accused of killing a Kenner maintenance man may have done it. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on the Eyewitness News at noon. I'm Mike McDaniel. The two men facing a first-degree murder charge for the shooting death of 66-year-old Lawrence Herr were up for bond status hearings today. Herr was shot while installing a mailbox outside of a home in Kenner early last month. Leah McNeil joins us live now to explain what we know. Hey there, Leah.
Well, hey there, Mike. These two suspects are facing first-degree murder charges, and that charge does not allow for a suspect.
Now, do you think I'm going to say something about her hair? You goddamn right. It looks like, y'all remember the old mops? Y'all, I'm talking about the old mops where you had the mop that the janitor used to like swing back and forth like that. You had to put that hip in that motherfucker to work that mop. It looked like the old mop, not a new one, but an old one. Once it started getting frizzy, and you'd hold the mop up when you're about to change the mop head, and it had that part down the middle, and it'd be going over like that. It's like, yeah, That's just what this shit look like. And I'm just saying, I ain't tripping on her style, but this top part, she could have pushed that down a little bit more to where it looked more natural coming over like that. I know she took the big comb or the pick and just took it down the middle like that and made that part, but you gotta lay that down, ma'am. Lay it down, lay it down. You busters, lay it down, lay it down. You old, lay it down, lay it down. Boo-doo, boo-doo. That's how she needs to be doing her hair. I'm just saying. Put on that 8-ball, that MJG, and lay it down, lay it down. God damn. You could have put a little more gel or something on that shit. I don't know what the fuck you put on it, but put a little something else on it so it ain't just sticking up. She kind of like on one side, it kind of got like that Frederick Douglass shit happen. You know how Frederick Douglass got that part on the side with that hair shooting up like that? She kind of got that going, but she kind of like started to put it down, didn't put enough effort into it. God damn it.
With that charge to get a bond. That's because of the nature of that crime. Now, the defense attorney's goal for this hearing was to get that charge lowered so that way they could get a bond in place for their clients, Taj Matthews and Maurice Holmes. But it was a detail that was revealed by a detective called to speak on the facts of this case that gave us a little bit of insight into a possible motive that will cause that first-degree murder charge to stick. Now, the 7-year detective with the Kenner Police Department said both Matthews and Holmes were stopped by police on 2 separate occasions. The first time was hours after the incident during a routine traffic stop. The second was when they were arrested a day later for their alleged connection to the crime. When questioned about why the duo targeted 66-year-old Lawrence Herr, the detective revealed Matthews said they wanted to, quote, kill a white person, end quote. The detective also stated there were no projectile or bullet casings found on the scene, but did say that Matthews, who appeared to be the driver of the car seen in surveillance video that police did obtain, confessed to stashing the gun in the attic at his home, which police were able to recover. They also obtained a search warrant for where Holmes was living, but nothing turned up there. They say they have not gotten the test back for DNA evidence on that gun. Now, on the flip side, defense attorneys questioned the clarity of the surveillance video police gathered, the timeline, and the level of planning that goes into a first-degree murder charge. They also questioned the credibility of witnesses the detective cited in his statement, since the detective did say at least one person said they thought they heard 2 gunshots instead of 1. That detective did confirm that Herr was shot 1 time in his back that went out through the front of his body. Now, those first-degree murder charges will stand for both of these suspects in this case. As of right now, the defense team does tell us that they will be going back to the drawing board, reviewing all the facts of this case and seeing if they could come back and get another bond status hearing to lower that charge for their clients. Reporting live, Leah McNeil, Eyewitness News.
Leah, thanks. We have a
Thank you, Mia X. Mia. Thank you, Mia. We appreciate you, girl. I'ma give you the win, Mia. Your hair was nice and you just had to win. It was natural, so go on ahead, girl. Ain't nobody mad at you, Mia. Now, I guess. We're gonna watch this last one real quick, and then I'm gonna read to you this next thing, and we're gonna get on up out of here. But it's one of those things to where it's just like, dude, when you look at, I'll save it.
Police look into possible hate crime charges as they reveal new details about the circumstances leading up to the killing of Metairie handyman Lawrence Herr last month.
As Rob Masson reports, they say one of the suspects has admitted to his role, saying they just wanted to go out and kill a white guy.
They have been booked with the first-degree murder of 66-year-old handyman Lawrence Herr, also known as Peanut, who was gunned down while repairing this mailbox on Kenner's Georgetown place last month.
This man was out minding his own business. He was a good Samaritan, just doing his job as he does. As you travel through this community, people speak very highly of him. So it's just sickening.
During a Tuesday video appearance in magistrate court, Kenner Police Detective Nicholas Engler said that 23-year-old Taj Matthews and 25-year-old Maurice Holmes were captured on surveillance video taken at a Clemson Drive apartment complex just 2 hours before the killing. In the video, the detective testified that Holmes can be seen passing a weapon to Matthews. The detective also testified that a box of 9mm bullets were found on the floor of the car used in the deadly drive-by shooting last month.
Later in the confession, they did indicate that they were specifically not only looking to kill somebody, but they wanted it to be a white person. So that would set up the charge of a hate crime.
Detective Engler also testified that Matthews confessed to hiding a 9mm pistol in his attic, while Holmes, who served 6 years in a Texas prison for domestic violence, has been tight-lipped. Both men worked at a nearby IHOP. The detective said that Holmes went to work that morning and presented a doctor's note saying he was sick. He was allowed to leave 2 hours before Herr was murdered. While Kenner police say defendant Taj Matthews has allegedly made some incriminating statements about the crime which occurred here last month, they say co-defendant Maurice Holmes has denied any involvement in Mr. Herr's killing. Magistrate Commissioner Paul Schneider denied bond for the suspects. Matthews and Holmes remain locked up in Jefferson Parish after being booked with the first-degree murder of Lawrence Herr, who died shortly after being fatally shot while doing his job. From Kenner, Rob Masson, Fox 8 Local First.
So it's like this. Let me say this. When you hear people talking about things like, oh, we have a gun violence problem in America. We don't have a gun violence problem. We have a violence problem. And this is what I say to all of those people that say we need more gun control, better gun control. We need all this kind of gun control, this gun control, gun control, gun control, gun control. You got to have gun control, gun control, gun control. You got to have gun control. AMG is on the phone. Motherfucker stereo. No. Here's the problem with this. And this is one of the things I had to tell my mama this. I was talking to my mama about just gun control last week coming from the gym. And I said, Mama, we have to realize this. And I'm going to keep saying it. The world, America included, it is not a safe place, and it is not a nice place. The world is a very dangerous place. Every time you walk out the door, every time you at your job, you in a grocery store, you in a fast food restaurant line, you at a real nice restaurant, you at a Walmart, you at a Kroger, you anywhere in the world is not a nice place. And anybody at any given point in time, on any given Sunday, can decide to do something to you or something to the ones that you love. Why is that? Because the world is not a nice place. You can be at a barbecue, you could be at a funeral, you could be in the shower, anywhere. Somebody can decide to just do something to you because they want what you got, or they're mentally ill. They just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. The point is this. Knowing that I'm in a dangerous environment, knowing that I live in, everybody, all y'all motherfuckers, you live in a dangerous world. Ironically enough, the people who want gun control, they don't. The people who want to get rid of your guns, like Joe Biden, Barack Obama, everybody on the left and all that shit, they don't have to live in an environment like this. This man was literally doing his fucking job, being a good landlord and fixing a mailbox. And two pieces of shit just decided, I'm not just gonna shoot any motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot a white motherfucker today. I'm gonna go to work, get off work early, so I can go kill a motherfucker. That's the kind of world that we live in. That's the kind of world that we live in. You, me, everybody living in a gated community, all these politicians that walk around with all these fucking armed security guards and all these people that have security, the Ja Morants of the world, this can happen to anyone. And my thing is this. If this can happen to anyone, why on God's green earth would we have people who want to make it difficult and or nearly impossible for you to be able to protect yourself? Because my thing is this man had no clue this was going to happen. There was nothing he could have done to prevent this and or to even protect himself. This truly was a random act of violence made by two racist niggas. They killed him strictly because he was white and he was nearby. That's it. And this is why I say this. To those of you that do carry your guns, that do practice your Second Amendment right, which I suggest all of y'all do it. I'm a pro-lifer. I mean, not pro-life. Well, I am pro-life, but I'm a pro-2A. You should actually have a gun because not just this may happen to you, but you possibly could have stopped these motherfuckers once they did what they did. I would have loved nothing more than for somebody to have witnessed this and aired that motherfucking Benz out that they were sitting in. And put their ass in line right behind good old Mr. Herr, who was just living his life. I don't know Mr. Herr. I'm not going to say he was the best person ever. He give you the shirt off his back. He could have been a piece of shit too. I don't know him. But the point is, he should have been able to live his life and fix his fucking mailbox. But because we live in the world that we live in, which is not a nice place, he didn't. He didn't get to just fix a mailbox and go home to his black blonde wig wearing queen. He didn't. He's dead because of it. And this is the reality that we live in, people. Now, yes, let me say this. It's plenty of niggas that suffer this same fate every day. Every single day. And I will not for 1 second try to diminish those brothers that lose their lives, young, old, man, woman, child, that die to gun violence like this every day. But my thing is this. If I live in a world where this can happen to me just because I want to fix a mailbox, or I go to a mailbox, or I pick up my paper, or I go to the 7-Eleven, or I stop off at a QT, or I go to a racetrack or a raceway on my way home, I'm pumping gas in my car, I'm buying a bean pie from my brother and getting a final call at the corner of a stoplight. This can happen. And because we live in a world where anybody can decide to use deadly violence against anybody, this is exactly why we should all be able to carry guns. This is exactly why it shouldn't be hard for us to get a gun. This is exactly why we should be able to carry any motherfucking type of gun we want to. This man is dead because somebody decided, I want to kill a white person today. It don't get no more racist than that. It just don't. It just don't. And the fact that this man is dead because somebody just decided to, all I'm saying to you all is that this can happen to you tomorrow. This can happen to your cousin tomorrow. This could happen to your uncle tomorrow, your auntie tomorrow, your grease granddaddy and your grease grandpappy. It can happen. And here's the other part to this. Now, would it now be okay for white folks to not like niggas? Would it now be okay for white people to say, I hate niggas? Is it now okay for white folks to be like, fuck niggas? Because I'm telling you like this. The same anger that we have when white folks kill black folks, when police officers kill black folks because they don't fucking listen and obey the commands, or don't want to go to jail because they committed a crime. They don't want to get arrested and they wind up getting killed because they want to do flat out just stupid shit and not comply. should we not have the same attitude and say, well, damn, if your ass gonna go and do something like this to a person that had nothing to do with anything going on in your life and was literally just being an American is dead, should white folks not have the right to hate niggas? Should white folks not have the right to say, I don't want to live around niggas? I don't want to be around niggas. I don't want to shop what niggas shop. I don't want to live what niggas live. And I don't want niggas living around me. I think yes. Personally, I hate niggas too. There, I said it. And there's nobody, and I dare anybody to try to debate this fact. I welcome it. And you have people that will say, yeah, but it's way more white folks killing black folks than it is black folks killing white folks. Bullshit to the back. Shit is what I say to that. You look at what these motherfuckers did to an innocent person, and all I'm saying to you is this. They ain't the first and they ain't the last. And it ain't gonna be a white person next time. It can be a black person next time. It could be a Mexican person. It could be an Asian person. It could be a purple person, a green person, a yellow person, a blue person. It doesn't matter. We live in a dangerous world. And how dare somebody to try to tell me how and when and if I should be able to, or how I can protect myself. This is exactly why people need to carry guns. Because you never know who's going to do something to you. And yet, a gun wouldn't have saved him in this situation. But how many situations are there where guns have and would have saved somebody? I should absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, have the right and have the ability to protect my life in any shape, form, or fashion that is possible. If I want to carry and walk around with a motherfucking Javelin rocket launcher, I should be able to do it. I should be able to do it. If I want to walk around with a fucking machine gun, I should be able to do it. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody, and I mean nobody, should be able to come and tell me how I get to survive. The tools I have at my disposal to preserve my own life. And I tell you all this. When you dealing with these niggas, when you dealing with these people that are trying to hurt you, that they're trying to threaten you, they telling you they gonna do some shit, they sure they got a gun, a knife, a stick, a bat, a hatchet, an axe, or a baseball bat, whatever the case may be, a knife, don't hesitate. Because when you hesitate, you wind up at the motherfucking heaven gate. You will get smoked like herb if you fuck around with these niggas and with these people that are meaning to do violence to you. At some point, you are going to die if you hesitate. That's why I tell people, especially niggas in Chicago, when I'll be like, man, when I go to Chicago, I have my gun anywhere I go, in the shower, right now. I'm not arguing with no niggas. I'm not hesitating. I'm not fucking around. Let me go to court and let me be judged by 12, then carried by 6. This is why when you deal with them little young niggas and they get talking crazy, don't sit there and fuck around with them. Up that thing and let that motherfucker ride. This is why. This is exactly why. Because I'm telling you like this. When you look at these mass shootings, when you look at these active shooters and all that other shit, when you look at these gang bangers and all that shit, these people that will fuck with you, when you look at all them niggas, that's these little young teenagers that's been roaming the cities, They just did that shit in Philly. They did some shit in Chicago where they just jumping on cars and run these motherfuckers over. Don't you dare try to turn around and go the other way. Nope. Put that Darryl Walker shit, put the pedal to the metal and drive through these crowds of the young niggas. Because that's the only way they're going to stop. Y'all seen these young niggas jumping up and down and destroying people's cars and shit? And I know there's an asshole somewhere saying right now, yeah, but a car ain't worth a life. A car, you don't kill people over stuff. Fuck that. I should not have to live in fear and live with the trauma of having 75 niggas jump up and down on my Tesla just because they ain't got shit else to do and they young. They 15. Last I checked, death don't discriminate. Get your ass some insurance and shout out to UCCA. Hold on, goddammit. I got that shit in my motherfucking wallet right now. Go get you some fucking training. Don't just get your gun, USCCA. Go get you some motherfucking training and go get you some fucking insurance. And that's what you carry your gun and be ready. USCCA. I'm a member and been a member since 2017. Now, I was carrying a gun long before that, but I'm just saying, this is what you need. And yes, USCCA, I would love to have an endorsement from y'all. I would love to do it. Get up with me. But this is why you need to be able to protect yourself, because at the end of the day, man, it comes down to this. Either you're going to be a defendant or you're going to be a fucking victim. I choose defendant. Give me my day in court, and I'm telling you like this. Don't let these niggas live to tell their story. Let it be one story being told, and that be yours. Because if you fuck around, you will get got. There has never, and I was telling my mama this same thing. I said, there has never been in our time this many criminals that are this emboldened to commit crimes against people and police. They just killed a police officer in Chicago 2 weeks ago. Young lady was just getting off work. 1 a.m. She was about to graduate and get her master's degree. Was it this weekend she was supposed to graduate, I believe? I believe she's supposed to graduate this weekend. She's dead. And you know why? Some young niggas decided they saw her, she's a female, at 1:30, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. They saw her and decided they was going to rob her. Didn't know that she was the police. She tried to get off a shot. She shot her. I think she shot 1 or 2 of them, but they killed her. And the niggas was literally on some motherfucking Grand Theft Auto shit. Stole a car, was riding around, robbing people, and she actually was able to get a few shots off, but they killed her dead. Didn't know them motherfuckers, was literally just going home. She had worked her shift, going home, pulled up to her house, on her way into the house. Young nigga said, hey, we gonna rob this bitch. And there it is. Now she's dead. Right. Ben Crump ain't standing up for her, is he? Ben Crump didn't pull up for her. Pull up on me. This is what will happen. No, Nick, she didn't know them. They literally saw her at 2 a.m. and saw that she was a woman and deemed her to be an easy target. It's not going to stop. Them 2 years of that COVID shit and these motherfucking blue states, blue cities, nigger ran cities, that was just so, oh, they have the right to protest and they're tired of this and they're tired of that. They gave these motherfuckers the green light to shoot and kill and do whatever the fuck they want to do to anybody. And that's why you see that shit happening that you see in Chicago. That's why you see it happening in Philadelphia. That's why you'll see it happening in California. That's why you'll see it happening in Oregon. That's why you'll see it happening in Minnesota, because they've emboldened these criminals to say, hey, not only are we not going to prosecute you, but we going to give you a slap on the wrist if we do. And if you a teenager, we just going to try to get you back home to your mama. We not going to prosecute. Them 150 niggas that was downtown Chicago tearing shit up, you know what the new mayor said? The new mayor said, well, we shouldn't just rush to judgment, and we should be more concerned about these children and why they're out in the streets and address the parenting issue. Yeah, but meanwhile, my Tesla got fucked up that I worked hard for because some young niggas just wanted to jump up and down on my fucking car while the police stood by and watched because y'all tied their hands behind their back. And if they touch a little nigga, tase a nigga, lock a nigga up, or whoop a nigga ass and send them to jail because they won't comply, they the worst motherfuckers in the world. They gonna lose their job and they gonna sue the city and they gonna get $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $800,000 for it. That's the world that we living in today. I'm telling y'all this. Stop playing with these niggas. Stop motherfucking allowing these niggas to make y'all victims, because there's nobody, and I mean nobody, that is going to mourn you. There is nobody that is going to be there to take care of you. There is nobody that is going to, they gonna talk about your ass on the news. And then maybe a week or two you'll get some coverage, and then that's it. You'll get a GoFundMe, and your people will have to live the rest of their lives without you. They will have to live the rest of their lives without you. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what's going on in this world. I have 2 children and a wife that expect me to come home. I have a mother, I have a brother, I have cousins, I have friends and loved ones that expect me to come home. And I'd be damned if 2 niggas who work at IHOP gonna decide if I live or die, I'll get to come home and raise my children and be a husband to my wife. I'd be damned. I'd be damned if they be the ones to decide. And anybody, whether you a teenager, you a minor, you a 23-year-old nigga or a 25-year-old nigga, and you want to get off work and just kill a nigga just because you want to see your gun work or because you just ain't got shit else to do, I'll be damned if I let you take me home and send me up out of here and get me on to the motherfucking upper room because you niggas just decided that's what we gonna do.
Upper room with Jesus.
I'll be damned. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm just not gonna let that happen. And that's the mentality that you all have to have. And the reason why, it ain't because of gun control, it's because of that's the world that we live in. There are wolves, there are sheep, there are sheep herders, and there are sheep dogs. You need to choose which one you gonna be. Now, all you motherfuckers that want to be sheep, man, feel sorry for you. I'm a sheepdog to the core. Fuck a wolf. Fuck a wolf. And maybe one day a wolf might get lucky. And if he get lucky and get me up out of here, he's a daisy if he do. But trust and believe, Mr. Wolf, you better be perfect. Perfect if you coming to get me. Because if you fuck up just a little bit,
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I ain't gonna let it happen. And it's strictly gonna be one of them, hey, what happened? The nigga came up, the nigga was talking crazy, I aired the nigga out, let the nigga go. Clean him up. That's what the police here for. Woo, 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 woo. Pick that motherfucker up, man. Zip him up. Put him in that bag. Get him the fuck up out of here. I'm going home. Hug my babies. My daughter is expecting me to drop her off at school tomorrow. I gotta go. You got questions? Talk to my lawyer. My son is expecting me to drop him off at daycare tomorrow. I'm out. Well, did you see if he could have? Hey, man, I'm not here to try to figure out what the fuck this nigga was thinking. I'm not trying to figure out if this nigga was crazy or not. I'm not trying to figure out if this nigga was trying to cry for help. I don't give two fucks. You want to live? Don't fuck with me. You want to survive? Stop fucking with people. Other than that, hey, you're obviously gonna...
Well, he died doing what he loved. Getting shot.
That's it. That's it. Nick said, what state has the best gun laws? Man, you can look and just look at any state that has constitutional carry, or that just have, hey, you can carry a gun. Most of your red states are the best states to live in. It's these puss-ass blue states that not only are make it difficult for you to have a gun, but will prosecute your ass if you shoot a motherfucker. I forgot that bitch name that's here. She's a senator here, something Jackson. I think it's Thelma Jackson or somebody. That bitch was trying to pass a law to where if a motherfucker break in your house, you can't do nothing to him, and if you do, you go to jail. You can just let them take what they gonna take, and you can't shoot them, you can't do nothing unless they try to kill you. Bullshit. You want that nigga to survive? Have that motherfucker not break into people's houses. Right. Landon Brown said he just bought an AR. Paperwork was easy. And to those people that are so anti-AR-15, here's my thing about this, and I say this all the time. Number one, an AR-15 is easier to shoot. Number two, an AR-15 is deadly. It stops the motherfucking threat better than a handgun. That's one of the reasons why. And third and most important, an AR-15 is a very formidable tool to use against multiple assailants. As you can see in today's world, most violent crimes are committed with multiple assailants. Not just one person with a 38 coming to rob you. No. It's 2-3 niggas kicking in your front door, waving the fofo, screaming all they want is Papa don't hit me no more. It's 2 or 3 niggas that's gonna try to shoot you while you fixing a fucking mailbox. It's 2 or 3 people that will come and try to rob you at 2 in the morning when you just got off of work, serving your community, going home for the night after you've done your shift. It's 2 or 3 motherfuckers that try to rob you at the gas station. It's 2 or 3 motherfuckers that try to break in your house. It's 2 or 3 motherfuckers that try to carjack you. Just like that police officer. Nope, he wasn't a police officer. That fireman that got killed in Chicago leaving the popcorn shop. Shout out to Let's Get Poppin'. Leaving the popcorn shop. And all he had was a revolver. 2-3 niggas killed that man. That's all it is. So yes, that's another reason why you need an AR-15. I got 3 niggas running up in my house. I want enough bullets to where I can give them all 10 apiece. That's why I need a 30-round magazine. If it's 4 niggas, I need a 40-round magazine. If it's 6 niggas, I need a 60-round magazine. Yup, they were trying to take his Cherokee. He had a Jeep Cherokee. That's exactly why you need an AR-15. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You don't need all that. It don't take all that. Every motherfucker that says that is a motherfucker that has their own private security, or they live in a gated community where there's already armed security. See, what we doing if it's 30 people, then you need extra magazines. You need 2 60-round drums, nigga. That's what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. You don't ever want to be unprepared for a gunfight. That whole thing, that's why I don't understand how these motherfuckers out in California got 10 magazine limit, 10 round magazines and all that, man. Fuck that. You can talk about a school. What about Uvalde? Had he not had that? And Uvalde, had they had resource officers at that school, that shit wouldn't have happened. Well, what about the shooting that just happened in Tennessee? Had they had these schools protected like they got these courthouses protected, shit wouldn't have happened. That's exactly what it is. So anybody that come to you and give you that whole school thing, why aren't schools protected like courthouses are? Because it's judges and shit and lawyers and shit up in there. We should have the same type of protection, the same type of security measures should be in place for our children. Because I'm even arguing the fact that they are more important than our courthouses. That's all I'm saying. We should have the same type of protection, the same security protocols, the same security measures should be set up, just like when I go to an airport, just like when I go to a courthouse. Because you don't hear about that shit happening there, do you? Nope. Homeschool is absolutely the best solution, but everybody can't afford to do that. They just can't. Which is why you should have your schools set up that way. And that's all I have to say about that. I want to read this last little part for this story, and then we out of here. This is something else I got from the newspaper. It says the 2 men arrested for the fatal shooting of Lawrence Herr in Kenner may have been motivated because he was white. A detective working the homicide said during the court hearing on Tuesday. April. Oh wait, no, I think this was already in there. Holmes were in court for bond hearing reduction. Oh yeah, no. This is after the fact. Yeah. So one of the suspects did say that they were on a random shooting binge and wanted to commit a murder. We think there may be ulterior motives, and that's what the detectives are investigating. Chief Conley said. Matthews and Holmes were in court Tuesday for a bond reduction hearing. At Tuesday's hearing, the lead detective on the case was asked why the pair targeted her. The detective said under questioning, Matthews said they wanted to kill a white person. The detective also said that while there were no projectiles or bullet casings found in the scene, Matthews confessed to stashing a gun in his attic, and he also obtained a search warrant. I got you. The test found at the location, but nothing was found at the location. Tests for DNA evidence on the gun retrieved from Matthews' home have not come back. Meanwhile, defense attorneys questioned the clarity of the surveillance video, of course, and the credibility of the witnesses the detective cited in his statements. They also questioned the timeline and the level of planning that goes into a first-degree murder charge. A first-degree murder charge does not allow suspects to have a bond. The defense attorney was seeking to have a bond set. That's pretty much, they was just doing their job, essentially. In testimony, the detective revealed that Herr was shot one time. An autopsy revealed the bullet went through his back and out through his chest. As of now, the first-degree murder charge for Holmes and Matthews still stands. The defense attorney says they're going to take some time to go through the facts of the case and hopefully have another bond hearing. According to police, detectives identified the vehicle used in the April 10th shooting within 3 hours of Herr's murder and made 2 arrests shortly after. Good police work. Shout out to the police officers. The textbook. This was a textbook crime apprehension, Connolly said. I am proud of the work our detectives and police who pieced together the evidence and followed this trail to take dangerous criminals off our streets. That's why I kept this story, because I wanted to read that part about them giving police officers their credit, which we failed to do so many goddamn times. That's good police work. To have a motherfucker within 3 hours of the murder, hell yeah. Good job, officers. According to Connolly, license plates, reader cameras tracked the suspect's car driving by her multiple times before the shooting. So they drove past the motherfucker several times before they decided to just, go ahead and shoot this motherfucker. Let this serve as a message to anyone who's considering terrorizing this city or its people that the Kenner PD will be relentless until we bring a criminal to justice, Connolly said. This was a heinous drive-by assassination. Of a kind, caring man who was helping others. We were determined to end the rage of these criminals before they could target anyone else. Just saying. And then they got his obituary, which is really short. Lawrence Peanut D. Herr, 66, passed away, was murdered April 10th, 2023, from injuries sustained in a drive-by shooting in Kenner, Louisiana. Lawrence was born on November 22nd, 1956, to Merlene and Dwayne Herr. He grew up in Metairie and attended East Jefferson High School. Lawrence demonstrated his talents through a variety of jobs over his lifetime. He was working in maintenance, and at the time of his death, he will be fondly remembered for his love of animals, peanut butter, and belting out a tune. Man loved to sing. He will be missed for his generous heart and willingness to help anyone who needed it. Lawrence is survived by his parents. Parents should not bury their children. Merlene and Dwayne, sisters Lori Foster, Harry and Dana Herr, niece Kelly Edwards, Kenny grandnephew and grandniece Caitlin Edwards, and longtime friend Jean Foster. A memorial service will be held on Monday, April 24th at the funeral home and all that time. I wanted to read that just because there was nothing weird. It's Metairie. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you. Thank you kindly. Damn, I forgot to pin this thing up in the chat. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all. But there was nothing special or weird or crazy. This was just an everyday, hardworking American trying to live his life, which he is so entitled to. And because you had two pieces of shit who decided otherwise, he is no longer here, and he will be missed by his parents and a host of friends and family forever. I hope they put these motherfuckers under the jail. I hope they don't see the light of day for the rest of their lives. And I kind of really want them to not get, and it just hit me when I say this, I really don't want them to get the federal hate crime charge, because that's going to send them to the Fed, which is a better jail. I want these motherfuckers to go to the worst jail in the motherfucking parish in Louisiana. Hard time, state time. I really hope they do. I really, really hope that they just go ahead and just take that state time and just be in there forever doing hard time, because they deserve it. Just saying. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Yep, what is it? That's Angola in Louisiana. I hope that's where they gotta go. Yeah, because that's a hard one there, boy. There ain't no LaQuint Dickey, but it's hard there, Jack. Real talk. But I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that people will now really see that it can happen to anybody at any time. And the only thing you can do is to try to be prepared for the threat when it comes your way. No one knows the hour. What is it? No one knows the time or the hour, the moment or the hour on which death can come a knocking. But just try your best to be ready. Get a gun, get some training, and get some insurance. I'll leave you with that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the show. I appreciate you all. Anybody that feels free to hit that cash app like my man Billy Goat did, I appreciate you. Shout out to my man Mike G. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And shout out to my man Danny B. Oh, that was from the old last show. But thank you to you guys that donated tonight. Please, please, please check me out on Rumble. Subscribe on Rumble. I think I have survived my 2 strikes. So I was really trying to really walk the line. But hopefully now I can get back at it. And man, I would love a TV show, Horse Lighting. I really would. I would love a TV show. But I would just say this, man. Please, 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 y'all. I don't want to have to keep doing stories like this. But if I must, to make people aware and to get people's frame of mind to change, to realize that, hey, man, this shit is real and we are in a dangerous place. We live in a dangerous world. And if you're not equipped and if you're not prepared for this world, trust and believe that you will not be, well, not that you not be, but trust and believe that you will be a victim if you do not prepare yourself to live in it. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Don't y'all believe this shit that you see where these people tell you you don't need this and you don't need that. Man, we live in a very dangerous place. The whole entire world is dangerous. It ain't, well, in Australia, they got home invasions happening like a motherfucker. And because they ain't got no guns, there you go. They victims too. In Venezuela, their own goddamn government is treating them worse than the criminals because they don't have no guns. Over in China, motherfuckers are getting stabbed, motherfuckers is getting shanked, all that kind of shit. Same thing. Thank God I live in America, and you need to thank God you live in America too. It ain't a perfect place, but it's damn sure better than every other place on this planet thus far. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Hey man, I love y'all, and I hope that you guys will take my advice. Y'all got any questions or anything like that, put it in the comments section. Click that like button, click that subscribe button. Please, please, please check me out on Rumble so that we can get over there. And I'm still broadcasting over there too. So go over there and click that like button. Even if you are watching here on the YouTube, go over there and click that like button on Rumble. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Till next time, peace, and I'm out. What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do 2 things. What are those 2 things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's 2 of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.